Welcome back to our review of the Singapore racing year. October and Panasonic Kranji Mile Day was complemented with the return of Spalato, and the Singapore Sling did not let us down.
His first preparation, he was perfect, and I think he might have improved. Spalato's going to jog down to the wire and win it by 4. Spalato over a closing Peaceful Warrior.
Not to be overshadowed, War Affair let it be known that the mantle of #1 horse in Singapore was not going to be relinquished easily, with an audacious Group 1 win.
Gates back, racing in the Panasonic Kranji Mile. Wild Geese, one of the best to begin, but Magneto through on the inside is going to take up the running. Off Wild Geese, City Lad goes forward, and Lazar's going to be handy as well. Goodman out wide trying to sneak across. They were followed by Daniel in the early stages. War Affair a shade wide, but he's going to be ridden fairly handy here. Flax being restrained back. Cash Luck out wider. Johnny Guitar, he's back in the pack. He's over on the inside, followed by Step It Up, who's been taken back also. Next of all then is Knight's Command, Trudeau, and back to the rear went Martin. 1,000 metres to go in the Kranji Mile, and Magneto shows the way. He's out a length and a half. City Lad in second. Lazar third down on the inside of Wild Geese. Next of all is Daniel, a little keen and locked away over on the inside. The favourite War Affair hasn't been able to get in. He's 3 wide around the outside of Goodman, then Cash Luck. The inside is Johnny Guitar. Well back Knight's Command as they come to the 620 from Trudeau. Martin well back. Flax is locked away over on the inside, and Step It Up back at the rear. Towards the bend they come, and Magneto, he snuck away as they go to the 450. Magneto sneaks away by 3, but here comes War Affair beginning to stalk him as they sweep into the straight. They were followed by City Lad. Goodman finishes on, followed by Wild Geese, but War Affair raced up on the outside of Magneto and went to the lead. At the 200 metre mark, War Affair gets away a length and a half over Magneto. Running on is Daniel down the outside. Johnny Guitar gets out late, but War Affair races away in the Panasonic Kranji Mile. He's a superstar, War Affair, and he wins it by a length and a half.
Manuel Nunez made a back-to-back centuries when Above the Pinnacle won on the 17th.
Above the Pinnacle pushed out and he gets it. 100 wins for the year for Manuel Nunez.
Well, later that night, Affleck again bullied the 3-year-olds.
Rocker Spree battling on well in second, but Affleck's going to win and win pretty comfortably. Affleck by 2.
On Sunday the 19th, star sprinter Emperor Max had obviously come on since his first up defeat and held the field at bay in the Sars Fee.
Having set out wide, Slew of Load is right there as well. He's coming out after Emperor Max, who's got the lead, and then Born to Fly, Hot Gold behind those, and Daviday. It's Slew of Load and Emperor Max here, 200 metres to go. Born to Fly gets out behind them, and further back Daviday. It's Slew of Load. Emperor Max is really going to have to dig deep, and Born to Fly coming at the pair. Emperor Max, he's fighting. Slew of Load might have his nose in front. It's going to be close in the Sars Fee. Emperor Max fights hard.
October ended as it started with a Group 1, and the same result, War Affair again dominant in the Raffles Cup.
Raffles Cup. Gates are back, they're racing in the Raffles Cup. War Affair the favourite away safely. Over on the inside, Peaceful Warrior commences quite strongly, and Goodman goes up to take him on for the early lead. City Lad Flax are just off them. Lazar picking up some ground, Step It Up, caught out wide. Then Alexandra Palace, War Affair drifting back in the pack. They were followed by Wild Geese, Knight's Command, Johnny Guitar. It's drifted a fair way back and a shade wide. Goliath was back with the tail enders and 3 lengths away to Trapeus at the rear. They go down the back straight, and Goodman's taken over, led from City Lad. Dropping into third is Peaceful Warrior. Lazar was next, and Step It Up improves around the outside. He's ridden forward after being caught wide. He's going to be outside of the leader shortly. Now War Affair hasn't quite got in. He's out 3 deep. Flax over on the inside from Alexandra Palace. Next is Knight's Command. He's out wide. Johnny Guitar's having a tough run between them. Next of all is Goliath, Wild Geese, and out of the rear is Trapeus. Not a lot of speed on here as they come down the side. They're quite compact. By the 800 metres they go, and Goodman dictates the terms, led over Step It Up, who had to work a little bit to get to second. City Lad third over on the inside, then Lazar. War Affair begins to move up on the outside, followed by Peaceful Warrior, Johnny Guitar, Alexandra Palace. Knight's Command Flax in behind a wall of horses. Trapeus headed the rest, but into the stretch in the Raffles Cup. 400 metres to go, and Goodman is the leader. Now Beasley let rip with War Affair. He's out in the middle. He's running on very strongly. They've dropped off Step It Up. Then Lazar, City Lad, Peaceful Warrior, Johnny Guitar. But War Affair breezed by Goodman inside the final 200 metres. Battling away strongly is Step It Up with the Triple Crown. Dream is alive. War Affair is going to thrash them in the Raffles Cup. War Affair for Danny Beasley wins it by 5. He's down over Goodman.
Earlier, Spalato sent chills down the spine. Awesome in the Luzerne Cup.
3/4 of a length between them. Then Zach Spirit, who's called upon down the middle. Hooker falls further back with Damo, but Faultless moving up on Spalato. He hasn't really gone for Spalato here. 300 metres out. He calls on him now with the 58 kilos. He responds. He's gone a few lengths in front from Faultless, then Zach Spirit, but inside the 200 metres they go. And Spalato now, he's tearing away from them. He's far too good. Spalato racing away from Faultless, then Zach Spirit, but they haven't got a hope of going with this one. It's Spalato who wins, eased up by 4. Spalato first, Faultless second, Zach Spirit third.
And Keshwar raced away with the Eldorado Classic, stamping himself as a contender for the Longines Singapore Gold Cup.
Keshwar's found the leader fairway from home at the 150. Cheetah on Fire trying to rally through on the inside, but Keshwar is nicely clear. Cheetah on Fire begins to run on strongly, but Keshwar too good for them. Keshwar's going to win the Eldorado by 3.
November starts with another milestone. Desmond Coe saddling his 400th Singapore win with Southern Boss.
To get there, but Southern Boss has pinched it. Nice ride, Joseph C. And Southern Boss takes it out. A length over Peace No War.
Affleck clean sweeps the More Magic 3-year-old series with his most impressive win over 1,600 metres. The Magic Millions 2014 More Magic 3-year-old championship.
Running to second, fighting on his smart lad, but Affleck a dominant performance. The champion 2-year-old is now the champion 3-year-old in the early part of the season. Affleck by 7.
On Sunday the 9th of November, trainer Stephen Gray celebrated his 50th birthday with a memorable double. First, My Brother's Keeper.
My Brother's Keeper's trying to pick him back, and he's making a good fist of it as well as they draw to the post end. My Brother's Keeper.
And then claiming the time-honoured E.W. Barker Trophy with consistent gelding Born to Fly.
Off they go on the E.W. Barker. Away quickly off the inside is Goalkeeper. Redbeard's going to go forward, and Magneto from out wide is rolling up there as well from Slew of Load. These streets going up. Next of all is Boundless, Born to Fly, at least over on the inside. Boundless Glory in behind them. Peaceful Warrior was next. They were followed by Hot Gold getting back with Daniel third to last. Then came Indian Jade and Tilling Suetta Gold Rutile. About to turn off the back, 900 metres to go, and Magneto goes along in the front, led by a length and 3/4 of a Goalkeeper in second. Born to Fly down on the inside third, covered up by Slew of Load. A length and a half to these streets. Next of all is Peaceful Warrior. Then Redbeard, Boundless Glory. Up on the outside is Hot Gold. A length to Daniel. Gold Rutile improving over on the inside, and Indian Jade back at the tail. They come to the top of the straight, and Magneto tapping out a great tempo in the lead. He's out by 3-4 lengths now. He extends as they go inside the 400 metres, and Magneto races away from Goalkeeper, Slew of Load. Born to Fly battling on strongly. They were followed by these streets. Down the outside is Daniel. It's Magneto, the leader at the 200. He's getting a little tired now, and Born to Fly begins to run on very quickly. Magneto in front, Born to Fly coming at him on the outside. Happy birthday, S. Gray. Born to Fly races away with the Barker, wins it by a length and a half. Second side, Daniel flying.
To the Longines Singapore Gold Cup, and as the case in most years, rain was to play its part. Thankfully this year, only light drizzle fell in the lead up to the race. History awaited War Affair trying to complete the elusive Singapore Triple Crown. However, top weight of 58 coupled with a wide barrier was to prove too much. And Pat Shaw capped a memorable day with his 4th winner, teaming with Corey Brown to annex our richest domestic race.
All set. Gates back, racing in the Longines Singapore Gold Cup, and away quickly Goodman, and also Step It Up, Emperor's Banquet over on the inside. An Ideal Guide commenced well. Keshwar's a little deep going into the first corner. Knight's Command a little keen between horses. Cheetah on Fire just off them, followed by Flaxville. Buena kicked through on the inside. War Affair, the favourites, trapped out a little deep into the first corner. Flax went forward inside of him. They were followed by Martin. Then Wild Geese, Goliath, Trapeus over on the inside. Lazar went back, and last of all is City Lad as they race towards the back straight. 1,600 metres to go in the Cup, and Goodman takes over, led from Keshwar. Well, from a wide draw, he's got to cross into a great position. Over on the inside then is Emperor's Banquet, followed by Ideal Guide, who's getting a little keen and moving up on the outside. They were followed by Knight's Command. Over on the inside, Cheetah on Fire, followed by Step It Up in a fairly good position, although caught out 3 wide. Next of all is Flax, then Valbuena. They were followed by War Affair, 3 deep, but with cover now. Over on between horses is Martin, followed by Trapeus, then Wild Geese, Goliath. Well back was Lazar, and back at the tail of proceedings is City Lad. So they're about to work off the back halfway, 1,100 metres to go. Goodman for Craig Newitt shows the way in the cup as they turn off the back, followed by Keshwar up on the outside in second. Ideal Guide a shade wide, still a little keen, followed by Emperor's Banquet. Next of all then is Cheddar on Fire. Over between horses then is Knight's Command, Step It Up, Valbuena, War Affair. He's about to go up on the outside. They were followed by Trapeus, sneaking through nearer the fence, followed by Martin. Wild Geese, well back is Flax, then came Lazar trying to make a long run. Well back is Goliath as they turn in, and last of all is City Lad. Top of the straight, Goodman is the leader. Going up on the outside to test him now is Keshwar as they turn in. Over on the inside, Cheddar on Fire. War Affair comes at him out in the middle of the track, followed by Trapeus. He's running on strongly behind them. Keshwar went to a narrow lead. Cheddar on Fire, Trapeus, Goodman. War Affair finding the weight a little bit too much. It's Keshwar in front. Cheddar on Fire, Trapeus running on his Emperor's Banquet. War Affair near the end. Keshwar just in front. Cheddar on Fire driving through on the inside. Emperor's Banquet late, but Keshwar for Corey Brown takes the cup. Keshwar wins it from Emperor's Banquet.
Earlier, impressive sprinter Faultless made it 6 wins from only 10 starts in Singapore, holding off some quality opposition.
Chase Me, Cavallo, and well back is Speedy Cat. They draw down to the final 320. Faultless full of running is the leader. Over Emperor Max, Zach Spirit just needs real galloping room. He hasn't got a lot of it. El Milagro is down the outside. Emperor Max going after Faultless. Faultless just in front over Emperor Max coming at a Zach Spirit running on late. Faultless with a lightweight in front. Emperor Max tries to get there, but Faultless all the way, a good win.
John O'Hara ventured north to Hong Kong with the undefeated Spalato for the Hong Kong Jockey Club Sprint. With Manuel Nunez still suffering from a wrist injury, James McDonald was called on for the ride. After drawing poorly, Spalato faded from the bend and was later found to be slightly lame. We move on to the final month of the year, December, and with the turf track undergoing its regular pre-Christmas maintenance. After a brilliant season, Elvin Tan celebrated his 200th Singapore winner with good news on the 5th of December.
Good news wins it by 2.5.
The final feature of the year was the Colonial Chief.
Now Johnny Guitar getting a bit of room. He's back to the inside from Boomerang Deluxe, followed by Husey getting into the clear, but Johnny Guitar railed through underneath a gold rutile. Boomerang Deluxe. They were followed by Fujin Bright, but Johnny Guitar races away a class above. Johnny Guitar takes the Colonial Chief by 3.
Also on the 14th of December, our final day of racing in Singapore, all eyes were fixed on Sha Tin in Hong Kong as the mighty Spalato took on the world's best. Spalato was gallant against the world's best, and we look forward to seeing him at the peak of his powers in 2015. At the end of the season, Laurie Laxton had claimed his 9th Singapore Trainers' Championship, with Elvin Tan enjoying a super season. Although injury and suspension marred the latter part of Manuel Nunez's year, he was a dominant winner of the Jockeys' Championship from the fast-finishing Danny Beasley. Harry Cassam made it back-to-back apprentices titles after a good battle with No Sonari. That concludes our review of the 2014 Singapore racing year. And with the likes of Spalato and War Affair, some of the world's best jockeys and trainers were in for a fascinating 2015. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time.